Hey everybody, this is Arnoldless98, and here we have Bumblebee from Age of Extinction in his High-Octane mode. And yeah, this guy, I'm jumping around movies around still. This guy is obviously a retool of my old Camaro B. There's a few changes, but this was most importantly a request by someone, John Arcine64. I'm really sorry if I say that wrong. He did ask me if I was going to make a high-octane B a really long time ago, and I realized I could make a bunch of Bs if I just retool my old Camaro B. But the only one I have planned next is the new concept Camaro B from 2007. I don't feel like doing the other ones because I don't want to have too many Bumblebees around or annoy you guys with too many B videos. And I forgot to mention, yeah, he is the last Transformer I'll show off this summer. I've shown up quite a bunch of builds this week and these few weeks. And yeah, no more surprises for me, but I definitely had fun making all these builds, and don't worry, there's still more to come, but it'll be a while till I show off my next build. Yeah, so it's been 3 years since I made my last Transformer from Age of Extinction. That was Western Star Prime, and yeah, I'm still not done making all the main characters from that movie, if you know what I mean. But yeah, High-Octane B was something that I haven't made yet from that movie also, even though it did make his regular form. And he is like a modified 1967 Camaro, and it's really striking because it's mostly all black as opposed to most of his forms, which are all yellow, which is why I wanted to kind of make him, because it's pretty unique. And there's a slight retool, especially in the front. I love how this front grille turned out, this really yellow stripe. The yellow really pops in front of all this black. And then you got the yellow spoiler. It's a very nice, sleek looking car, like it was in the movie. The only downside is the yellow feet stick out here, but I tried to hide all the yellow in car mode. And this section is also kind of retooled, as long as the windows here. I'll point that out later. And coming to the bottom, not much special. It's pretty much the same. Just the front is the only major difference. And size comparison, you got Ravage, minifigure, and here he is with his Studio Series Stinger, and his Age of Extinction Deluxe, and finally his old Camaro self, as I showed off earlier. As you can see, the similarities going on here. Obviously the front is different. It's still connected by the same system, but yeah, the whole sides are pretty much the same. The windows are different because on this Camaro the windshield doesn't like wrap around the whole back, when this one it does. And the little center section is different too. I think I want to change it up so it looks much smoother on that side. And the back, there's some differences too. It's a very minor retool. The biggest change obviously is that he's black instead of yellow mostly. Yeah, now for the transformation, I'm not going to show off the entire thing because it's pretty much the same thing as my old Camaro B, but I will show off some differences. I'm just going to skip ahead after this, but lifting this up, this takes up the whole top panel. I couldn't attach it to here, and as you can see, the front of the chest actually is the whole length of the chest. Other than that, everything else should be the same. So let's skip ahead. And we're almost done with the transformation. First you gotta take the chest, push it in beforehand, and then the two halves of the car will actually form over the chest, like that center lip, which is really cool. And they kind of meet up in the middle here, and just like that. That is the chest. And the section here, this was like the windshield area, just folds up and up like this. And then coming over to here, this part just rotates forward. It shouldn't get in the way of the mini wings, but just like, yeah, they just kind of rest here. It looks a bit obnoxious, but that's fine. And we have High-Octane Bumblebee in robot mode. And obviously you can see all the yellow really shines in this mode, as most of it was hidden away. His head's about the same. He does have like yellow fingers, which is why I have that. I really love how the chest turned out, like the angle of the chest with the front of the car, which is cool. And there's a lot of yellow down here. Other than that, he's pretty much the same as the old Camaro B. He does have this big bar for vehicle mode. I think it looks fine. I did add splashes of yellow because he does have them in the inside of the doors, I think. And for accessories, once again, he does have his cannon. I did add a lot of black spots to match the rest of him. It's the same thing as old Camaro B, it just goes right into his hand. And there you go. And robot mode size comparisons. And with the Age of Extinction Deluxe. So here's B with Studio Series Stinger. And here he is with old Camaro B. As you can see the clear similarities, of course, minus the chest, which is probably the biggest difference. And they both have the same back. And I took apart most of my Age of Extinction Transformers to make the Last Night ones, specifically most of the Autobots. I do have Last Night Prime, who is pretty much the same design as he is with Age of Extinction. Yeah, that's it for this video. High-Octane B was a pretty quick retool of my old Camaro B. I really like how the chest in robot mode turns out, and the contrasting black and yellow. And yeah, once again, the studio file is in the description, and High-Octane B is my last Transformer I have to show for the summer. And it may be a while till I show off some new builds, but I definitely have a lot more planned, especially with the Autobots. I have some teams I need to complete, like the Wreckers and the original 2007 crew, and I'll have more later, and I haven't really worked on anything yet, but yep, that should be it. The only retool I have planned for this B kind of mold is a new Camaro B, and that'll come much later, but until then, I'll see you guys.